The film Chasing Ice follows photographer James Baylog in his efforts through the Extreme Ice Survey to show the effects of climate change. To quote Baylog, "We have a problem of perspective." The film follows Baylog's progress as he photographs melting glaciers in Greenland, Iceland, and Alaska. His hope is that by showing photographic evidence of the melting glaciers, he may convince the skeptics of climate change that the effects of global warming are very real and very extensive. To quote the film, Baylog is a visionary. His works are like sacred objects, tangible, visual evidence of climate change. A canary in the global landmine. This photo shows the melting of a glacier captured over the course of 3 years. In addition to depicting the effects of global warming through pictures, videos, and time-lapse of the melting glaciers, the film also showed the difficulty of such an ambitious expedition. The Extreme Ice Survey faced many challenges, made improvements over time, and took a physical toll on Baylog's health. Chasing Ice does a very nice job of showing the Extreme Ice Survey's efforts from start to finish. The film does not shy away from showing the hiccups and obstacles that they face throughout the process. The film showed how difficult it can be to convince people that global warming is real. Unfortunately, Chasing Ice focused primarily on the effects of global warming on the glaciers, glossing over the main causes of global warming and its severe implications. In the book Environment and Society, Carolan describes the implications of climate change like crop failure, fuel shortage, resource scarcity, civil war, natural disaster, and population displacement. However, Chasing Ice neglects to present these or other implications of climate change. It also fails to present any solutions or courses of action to reduce or reverse the effects of climate change. The film Trashed follows Jeremy Irons as he travels around the world looking at the world's waste management and waste pollution. The film exposes many forms of trash disposal and attempts at waste management. Through graphic images and video, the film depicts the extreme measures societies have gone to dispose of their waste. It highlights the physical and health effects of excessive waste and dangerous waste disposal. Throughout the film, Irons interviews professionals in a wide range of fields to discuss the effects of waste pollution. In addition to exposing the means and effects of waste production, the film highlights societal changes and sustainable approaches we can take to reduce waste production currently. Trashed does an excellent job of presenting the different forms waste disposal can take. Irons looks at landfills, river dumps, and incinerators. The health and environmental consequences of consumption are endless and damaging. Carolan also addresses the many environmental costs of excessive waste. From food waste to e-waste, the more we produce, the more waste that results, polluting our air, our oceans, and our bodies. Despite the documentary's thorough approach to depicting waste pollution and its consequences, the film does not discuss in much detail the culture of consumption that is contributing to the enormous amounts of waste. It touches on the production of plastic and their limited lifespan, however, it does not delve into the culture of consumption, which would have provided a solid foundation for the discussion of waste. Both of the films, Trashed and Chasing Ice, utilize the impact of images and videos to evoke a reaction from their audience. Through his photographs of melting glaciers, Baylog illuminates the beauty of Earth's glaciers and the devastating consequences of climate change in the documentary Chasing Ice. Similarly, Irons uses images of massive landfills and polluted waters to reveal the disturbing effects of water pollution. Both films also utilize interviews with professionals and locals to reinforce the seriousness of the environmental effects. The films differ slightly in their focus and intention. Trashed exposes specific forms of waste pollution, consequences, and solutions, while Chasing Ice tells the story of Baylog and the Extreme Ice Survey's journey. Trashed tries to evoke a reaction and explicit ways to address pollution. However, Chasing Ice is oriented more towards raising awareness rather than providing means for change. Both films succeed at depicting serious and important environmental impacts resulting from human society. The consequences of consumption contribute to greater waste production and climate change. In order to overcome this society of consumption, we will need to grow up. To quote Derrick Jensen in his book, What We Leave Behind, "If we're going to grow up enough to stop this culture from killing the planet, we're going to have to put away many childish things. We must first and foremost put away the childish, narcissistic notion that the world exists for our use. It doesn't."